I am in Redwood Valley, which is not far from Ukiah, and that is in Mendocino County. Really excited to be here with Martha Barra of Barra of Mendocino. How are you?
Just fine this morning.
Good.
Right?
Good. We talked a couple of years ago by phone, but I'm so happy to be here in person, meeting you in person. Thank you for the lovely coffee, and it's really good coffee, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
We're here at the tasting room, which is would be very high on my list of unique tasting rooms. It was built in, did you say 79?
1972.
72.
As an inverted champagne glass for Weibel champagne cellars. People are amazed.
Yeah.
It doesn't show from the outside, but when you walk in, it's stunning.
Off camera, we were talking for a moment there. You also have a custom crush facility here, too, which I did not know.
We do. That's called Redwood Valley Cellars. That's our other entity and other enterprise that we make wine for other people. A 2.8 million gallon facility. So and we as our brands only take about 10%. And the rest is either making wine for other wineries or growers who then put it on the bulk wine market and then sell it to other wineries.
Right here in Mendocino County.
Yeah, a lot of it goes to Napa and Sonoma.
For those folks who come into Napa and Sonoma, they should take the time to drive up here because it is an absolutely gorgeous drive.
It is. Mendocino County is absolutely beautiful. And then, of course, we have the coast that's gorgeous, too. Wine Enthusiast has this year given us the Wine Star Award for Mendocino County.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was really a big celebration. We're in 28 states and Canada and Japan. So, and then our other label, Ray, is Girasole Vineyards. It's the bright sunflower label.
I know that
and
label.
That's our workhorse. And to differentiate the two brands, Barra, all estate. Everything is all estate. Barra gets all the new French oak, and it's something we totally believe in. Oak alternatives are good, and that's what's used in the Girasole. But you can, if you taste them side by side, there's a difference. And some prefer one, some prefer the other.
Let's go back to talking about this room and the design. Again, you said it was an inverted champagne glass. Is that what it was?
Correct. Remember when we used to drink out of the coupe street side?
Yeah.
Those are coming back, by the way.
To see these beams, which you look at them going, how on earth could any human being make a beam do what it's doing, this bend? It's extraordinary.
I have no idea how they had to heat them and bend them.
Right, exactly.
And it's laminated.
But it's done so eloquently. It's very, very nice. What I'm getting at is, to come up here off the freeway and to see this tasting room, it just kind of pops. And you're like, this is a place I got to go see.
If you enjoy architecture, this is one of the ones in Mendocino County that you definitely should see.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, anything, well, even north of the Golden Gate Bridge, it's well worth traveling to.
Tell me about your estate wines and what you're putting in the bottle here under the Barra brand.
Barra Brands is a barrel fermented Chardonnay, then aged on the lees for 9 months. So that's the white. Then there's the Pinot Noir, which is our best seller, by the way. We grow here in Redwood Valley right up against the foothills. And there's about a 50-degree diurnal shift between day and nighttime temperatures. So it gets really cool at night, but then warms up during the day. And that's why we can produce great Pinot. Zinfandel, that's the grape Mendocino County is noted for. We also make a Petite Syrah that's just deep and rich, but the tannins are integrated. And this is grown above Ukiah about 1,000 feet. And it's on a ranch that we practice is by necessity, deficit irrigation. We do have a pond, but it's just not enough to take us through the summer. So sometimes it's, water is a little scarce up there. But the Zinfandel and the Petite Syrah come from there. So you can see that we would get more intense, and it's hillside.
Sure.
So it's more intense flavors. And we win awards after awards on that one. So I think that covers our Barra label.
Okay.
And then, of course, under the Girasoli comes the Pinot Blanc. 2024 has grapes that were planted in 1962.
Oh, wow.
Charlie planted them in 1962. And old vines, they're ugly vines, ugly grapes, but make the greatest wine. So. And we have old vines, and then we have 8 acres of new planting of Pinot Blanc also. Oh, we also make a Chardonnay and a Moscato.
Okay, that's not surprising.
Charlie always used to go out in the vineyard and eat Muscat grapes for breakfast. We make a Pinot under that, a Zinfandel. Make a Charlie's Blend, which is a lot of Cab, Merlot, and Petit Syrah. And it changes every year, but that's the composition.
You got a lot of bases covered.
We do. We have 9 varietals.
Yeah. As the crow flies, do you know how far we are from the coast, roughly?
About 30 miles.
Okay,
30
so
miles inland.
Yeah, that's a fair distance then. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And where we are right now, sitting right now, there is our canyons that come down, and the cool evening breezes come in about 4 o'clock.
Well, I want to talk a little bit of history up here with you.
Sure.
This is stuff we talked about on the phone, but again, so much better to be here with you in person.
Right, thank you.
I'm totally enjoying this. How did you find your way into this area, into Mendocino County, and into the wine industry?
Well, actually, I was born in Oklahoma, but my family came out here and started a big lumber mill. And then my father came out to work with them, and then eventually I moved with my mother and my dad at that time when I was 12. And then went to school here, went away to college, came back and worked in the law business for 20 years, but finally married Charlie Barra, and that was a whole new experience and a new industry. So,
are you an attorney?
No, I'm not an attorney. No, but all that legal background did come in handy with contracts and
I'll bet.
And keeping us out of conflicts and then marrying Charlie in 1980. And then I just jumped right in, and it became very evident early on that Charlie took care of the vineyard, and I didn't give any advice on that.
Okay.
But then he wasn't into my compliance, accounting, finance, any of that either. So we worked very well together.
That's a good pairing. Yeah,
it was.
And you're doing this on your own.
I am, but I have to say that my daughter is our director of marketing and sales. My son here is at this facility as operations manager, and then he oversees winemaking.
That's got to make you
and
feel
production.
Real good.
Absolutely. It's all family.
Yeah.
And they make me look good, Ray.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's very good.
As do all my other employees.
Well, sure. I mean, it's a team effort like anything else, but still.
Absolutely.
You're the name. You're the one who pretty much bears that
Sure.
weight on your shoulders. What do you think they see as the future of the industry in general, and maybe even for this area? I mean, do they have any thoughts about that?
Well, I think that they do see it. They have a long-range vision of the industry. It's not just this blip that it's been a little tough on growers and wineries this year. We've seen it not quite as bad as this because there are lots of factors in operation right now. But it will come back. People have been drinking wine for 5,000 years. We were not down on our brand sales this year.
Good for you.
No.
Yeah.
We're only 20,000 cases, not 2 million, but so that might help. But Shelley's done an amazing job, and our wines over-deliver for the price, and I think that's one of the things that have helped us. The other thing is we're certified organic. It's on the bottle. If you pick up a bottle of our wine and look on the back, that means both the vineyards and the winery have to be certified. If you ask the younger people, they want to know where it comes from and what's in that bottle. So I think that's we happen to hit that in a niche market too. So.
Obviously, you do your tastings here. Is this the sort of a tasting room where somebody could just come in? Do you need to make an appointment? How does it work here at Barra?
This is Mendocino County. We're just that much further than Napa and Sonoma from the airport, either Sacramento or San Francisco. No, we're not. You don't have to put your glass over someone's shoulder to receive a sampling of wine. So no, we're happy to have you here. Reservations are appreciated. If it's a large group, we really appreciate it. Then we can staff up.
And for our listeners who'd like to learn about Barra of Mendocino as well as Martha Barra, what is your website?
barraofmendocino.com, and it tells a whole story. Lots of good information there, but you can find us.
Excellent. Well, I think more importantly, to find it by coming here would be the thing, because,
Surely.
again, I would go out of my way to come to a tasting room like this. It's so extraordinary.
Thank
Martha,
you.
thank you for taking the time today.
Thank you, Ray.